Alright, everybody, so welcome back. Last session, with the help of a new ally, you defeated the remaining Tiger Tribe's folk along with the creatures that had been sleeping beneath the ice of that frozen Great Worm Tribe cavern. After defeating Cassandra and the other tribespeople that were there, a Coatl appeared to you all. The patron of the Worm Tribe had much to tell you, and most of all, a thanks to give you all for having cleared out the Tiger Tribe from their tribe's ancestral home. Coatl told you that a few survivors had made their way away, including a traitor or two who had given away secrets to the Tiger Tribe that allowed the ambush and the massacre to happen here at Great Worm Cavern. So, with this knowledge, and with the help of Harshnag, you all set westward. Harshnag had told you all that he needed your help, that your goals were aligned, and that he needed to consult with the deities of his pantheon. That there was a great purpose that involved all of you, and that he had been instructed to lead you towards it. With that, you all set out deeper into the mountain ranges towards a place Harshnag called the Eye of the Allfather. When you arrived there, you found a massive complex built into the side of the mountain, obviously sized for giant kind, the stonework of monumental proportions. And you also noticed that there were some tracks that led up to the domed entrance of this place, indicating that you were not the first ones to arrive here recently. So, that is where we're going to go ahead and pick up today. Just outside of that temple, as you all prepare to make your way into it. I'll re-describe it once we get back into things. But for today, Horus is going to be waiting outside, guarding your backs, making sure that nobody is coming in from behind you all while you all make your way in. So, with that, we'll move to the Eye of the Allfather. Alright, everyone. So, each square that you have here is 20 feet. As I mentioned, this place is sized for giant kind. So your tokens are taking up 1/4 of each square, so you have your 4 squares inside of each of these larger squares, but just a heads up, these large squares are in fact 20-foot scale. So...
each square is 20 feet? Damn.
Each of these big squares is 20 feet, yeah.
Oh boy.
It's big. It's a large place. So yeah. Again, I'll describe this area for you. It's a 40-foot wide, naturally formed stone causeway that led up to this area. Sheer cliffs plunging off to either side of you. The causeway is ended just before a stone dome carved from the mountainside. There's 6 30-foot tall stone pillars, each supporting the dome. All look very well constructed. There is certainly no indication that this might be near collapse or anything like that. Each of the 6 pillars you can see in front of you, these here, represent one of the 6 reliefs of a giant carved out of the stone. A hill giant, a frost giant, a cloud giant, a storm giant, a stone giant, and a fire giant. So, Harshnag.
Are they in the order of their cast, or are they just randomly ordered?
They are randomly ordered. So the order of the cast would go hill, stone, frost, fire, cloud, storm.
Thank you.
So, Harshnag would step forward and say, "The oracle lies within. I've never visited them myself, but I've heard of how we may convene with them." He gestures forward. He says, "I would hate to impose. Would anyone else like to lead the way?"
Before we go any further, just gonna quickly throw 8 down on Dandy, Horse, and Wyatt.
That's +5, right?
Yep.
Thank you.
Well, I suppose we are here to search it to contact this oracle, so we may as well get with it. And Brevin'll, curiosity getting the better of him, starts to inch forward to see what's going on here.
Going with you.
Before we make our way into this complex, what is everyone's passive perception?
Mine is a 13.
Not high.
14.
Thank you.
I think Wyatt's is high.
Yeah, White's is 21.
Nice.
Yeah, there it is.
That's the high one. Yeah. One second. Yeah, mine's 13.
Alright, you all may move freely. You remember the gist of moving around on large maps like this. Try not to teleport around. Try not to move more than 3 or 4 squares at a time.
Yeah, I figure with my 35-foot move speed, I can do 1 square in a square and a half before I gotta pause a bit. Let's do 1. Try this to get a little closer.
I think I might be hanging out with Harshnag.
A question, is there any sort of barricade here in this hallway?
No. You can see that it begins to slope gently upward, starting about 40 feet ahead. It begins to slope gently upward.
Okay.
Actually, more like, damn, these squares are huge.
I was mainly asking because it wasn't lightening up any, and with the devil side I have it, I didn't know if it was on a different map or what. If we
Let me
proceeded
see. Brevin, what should your vision range be?
forward. Hold on a sec. I have devil sight, so I believe that is a 120 feet.
I also
Sounds right.
have a light cantrip, so I can do that if that helps everybody.
As you approach, with your 21 perception, you begin to hear grunting and thudding. And as you focus forward, you can hear that it sounds like there are some individuals. They sound like humanoids. Farther ahead, seemingly at the end of this hallway. You can hear them, and you can see the faintest little glimmer of light coming from well over 100 feet ahead of you.
I let everyone know.
I'll cast light on Luna's teeth so that I can hide it and show it whenever I want.
Yeah, I think Wyatt will also cast light on top of his holy necklace.
So light is 20 and 20. Yeah.
Did we all just cast light except for Brevin, who doesn't need it? I dig it. Dandy's celestial tattoos light up.
Okay. Charles, did you cast light as well?
Yep, on Luna.
On Luna, got it.
So much easier than carrying torches around.
Wyatt, as you step forward, you can see directly above you the ceiling itself seems to recess upward. Looks like something is designed to slide out of a pocket in the ceiling. Something large, 40 foot by 40 foot, 20 foot thick.
Yeah, alright, we'll stop there and go, traps?
So, gaps in the ceiling. They suggested the presence of 2 hanging blocks of stone.
Which square was that? Which square would that be on? The one right in front of us? Okay.
These 2, they're 20 feet. And these 2.
I will start spider climbing up the wall and towards the ceiling to get a better look at them.
Okay. Fantastic. So, the ceilings in here are quite tall in themselves, 60 feet up, so it takes you a moment to get up there, Brevin. Once you get up there and you poke your head in, you can see they are, in fact, 2 large stone blocks, 40 foot tall, 40 feet wide, 20 feet thick. As you look up there, especially with your devil sight, you can see that they're being held up by mechanisms that are buried into the mountainside. The mechanisms seem to disappear into the wall. Make an intelligence investigation check, please, Brevin.
Oh man, you're the perfect one to do this too.
Except the dice hate me tonight.
Yeah, they do.
Do you have aid? Did you give him aid too?
Aid is just
Does
for
not have
HP,
age,
yeah.
But yeah, age is
Yeah.
HP though.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Thinking less. Guidance.
Yeah. That's...
Actually, I do have the guidance total of cast. I will cast it on myself to toss up. At least the guidance dice like me tonight.
Just for future reference, you generally do need to cast that before you declare
Sorry.
your ability. No worries, no worries.
It's fine. We have another solution.
So
See what
12,
we get though.
Brevin, you can tell that that is a triggered mechanism of some kind, but that is all that you're able to see.
Alright, I'm gonna send Luna forward.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
Nothing happens.
Luna will continue to go forward.
Still nothing.
And again. And again. And again. I'll look towards the giant and be like, do you know anything of these traps or how they're activated?
Says the defenses of the temple are kept secret. Only few would know of their workings, and he looks up into the gap above. I am not among those privy.
I see. Well, let's figure out how this one ticks then before we can proceed. And Luna continues to walk forward. I'm assuming Luna's now outside of the zone.
Indeed. So you can see from the gaps in the ceiling where exactly those stones would fall, were they to fall. And I will show you.
Alright. So the weight of Luna, which is, I would imagine, fairly heavy, did not activate any trap from walking forward.
That is correct.
Alright. Luna will just keep walking forward just to make sure. Alright, well, as far as I know, as long as we go one at a time, it seems safe. It's obviously not a pressure plate thing. Can we take a look at the walls, see if there's like any kind of sensor? Maybe Luna just wasn't tall enough.
Yeah, you can take a look. Go ahead and make an investigation check, Charles.
I will cast guidance on you beforehand on that.
Alright.
So with the 17, Charles, as you're looking around and trying to get a better look at these mechanisms, with the information that Brevin was able to give you, that the mechanisms are built into the mountainside that control these, with your 17, you are able to determine that these are linked to very specific mechanisms elsewhere in the mountain. With your 17, you're able to determine that there is a lever somewhere that specifically activates these.
Lever. All right. I'll tell Luna. Luna, go investigate ahead and see if you can find the lever in question and make sure there's no one around it so we can pass.
As
Luna,
Luna
Luna see the
approaches
lever
to
anywhere.
the north and south of Luna, there are 20-foot tall ledges. They seem to look down over the space. The alcoves up ahead seem to be almost like guard stations, obviously sized for enormous creatures. That is ledges to the north and south of Luna.
Okay. And does Luna see any traps or any levers anywhere?
She does not.
All right. When there was no levers outside either, I'm assuming they'd probably be inside. All right. Well, I get the feeling that whatever these traps are, they're more likely meant to keep somebody in rather than out at this point. If they have to be manually activated.
It seems reasonable. Brevin, however, is still going to reach into a pouch and pull out a piece of chalk to mark down the edges of... kind of mark where these would fall down at.
Okay.
Just so we know on our way back out.
I'm gonna walk across. Can I go?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
One time just to make sure.
He's just
I'll-
flying across.
I will go next.
Nothing happens.
Realistically, if they are weight based and this is for giants,
Well, no, there's a lever. Someone has to trigger it.
yeah.
It is a lever. It's not weight based. We have discovered that much. Therefore, someone would most likely have to see us coming or know that we're coming in order to activate the trap. Knowing that, I will go ahead and start crossing the second one.
With you, buddy.
Arshnag crosses the threshold of that incident.
You got this, buddy.
Alright, we'll wait for the giant to make it across, and then we'll
Right.
push forward.
He kind
together.
of like comes in behind Brevin, like, excuse me,
I'll scoot up a little bit for you.
thank you.
Alright, onwards. Keep an eye out for us, Wyatt. You're very perceptive, it seems.
You all very abruptly hear that sound of conversation and people grunting, obviously working towards something, abruptly stop. Wyatt, you can hear those grunts and mumbled words turn to whispers. The light source extinguishes.
Well, I think they know we're here.
Wait, light source extinguishes? What?
Remember, I mentioned
Yeah.
that Wyatt.
Oh, there
yeah,
was light source. Right. Okay. Alright, well, they obviously know we're here, so let's get ready, I guess.
Could just say hello.
If you don't mind, I might try to ease a little bit ahead since I may be capable of seeing without the light.
Anybody want to have anything they want to cast to do before we start enter potential combat?
One second. Evan, you do not see anything just yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just holding still there because I thought I heard you say just one second. So,
You are on a steady incline, which makes it difficult to see much farther than 20, 30 feet ahead of you.
okay.
All right, Luna, do your thing. Explore.
Brevin, once you get to right there, you see a serpentine snout peeking out from up above on the ledge, looking down towards you. It's kind of looking back and forth. You hear the telltale sign of something inhaling, taking a deep breath through that serpentine face, and it lets out a low growl.
I step back. Is it still
So-
growling as we step back, or
The low hissing and growling continues for a moment.
okay?
So we have two options. We try and communicate with them, or we just go for it.
We should try and speak to it before we try and murder it.
All right.
From the brief glance I got of it, is there
Make
any
a nature
difference in
check.
what- Nature?
Mm-hmm.
Not my best skill, but at least got a positive modifier. 12.
Looked like a little dragon.
So.
And with that, go ahead.
I just tell the party, there's something that looks vaguely draconic up ahead.
It's okay. We'll just tell it we need Drake.
So you hear a booming voice shout out, "Go away! We claim this temple for the Worm Tribe! Be gone with you!"
Oh, that's gonna be. I'm gonna.
Wait, the Worm Tribe?
Yeah, we actually just came from your temple. Cave? Home.
Torches begin lighting up there.
Hello.
We're not enemies of the Worm Tribe.
The big one that stood up and stepped forward, speaking to you all, says, "That is good, for we have you outnumbered. Be gone! We claim this place!" You hear a
Wouldn't you
low
rather go home?
rumble from Harshnag every time he says that.
We have slain the individuals that had taken over your lands, including the werebeast that was leading the group that was there, and her shaman.
Who can... Okay. So they're all standing on this staircase that leads downward. You can vaguely see their shapes popping up over the top of the incline here. And Dandy and Brevin, as you are closest, you see the very large individual who's been doing the speaking is listening to what you all have to say, and then a woman approaches from behind him, leans in and whispers into his ear. And he nods. The woman takes a step back. He says, "Lies! I have it on good authority it was you who sold us out to the Tiger Tribe."
Does anyone have any evidence?
Yeah, I do. Dandy's gonna step forward and just, I guess, make the codal thing go around her, the aura of it go around her again. She's got the amulet from it.
Both.
I wrote it down.
Both of the
Yeah.
both of the two white dragon wormlings immediately take like a deep inhalation and then prostrate themselves.
Oh, please don't do that. Your well, it's not. Is it your god told us that if you went home, you'd be welcome back again. And this was this proof that it was safe to go back.
The large one whips around to face the woman. Says, "Eska, explain this!" And you see the woman. How did you come by the symbol of our god?" And she whips back towards the guy. "They lie. You see them going back and forth with one another for a brief moment.
Your god also warned us that a few of the turncoats had ran off with you all to try to just in case.
If those who betrayed you are still with you.
That is why we have this bearing of proof to show that we are being truthful and that there are those among you who lie.
Oh, this has got to be awkward for you, huh, there, buddy?
You hear them shouting back and forth amongst one another again, and they've all turned on the shaman, on the woman who initially came up and was whispering into the big guy's ear. And after a few moments of arguing in a tongue that I believe only Dandy would understand, it's the Uthgard tribal tongue, things are not going well for the shaman. She has apparently been on thin ice with them for a couple days of their travel now, and after seeing you all bearing that and hearing the words you have to say, she is in trouble. You hear phrases like, feed her to the worms, give her to the young ones.
Wyatt doesn't speak Uthgar, but he does speak drama, and he knows exactly what's going on.
Who told her that we were the traitors?
She's the one who told him that you were traitors.
But who, like, where did she get that from?
Could have just been trying to toss us under the bus to save herself.
Dandy, make an insight check.
Okay. Because if someone told her that, feeding her bad information, we need to know.
Dandy, she seemed to have been claiming that it was the Kuwato who told her this.
No.
That seems
We
to
had
be
a
what she
lovely
is telling
chat.
all of them. Yeah, and the
I'm
argument
gonna
is
step forward
going
again and contradict her.
right. And as you step forward, seeing the symbol floating above you, these two little dragons are going to start coming up to you, heads down, their tails kind of low.
Oh, you don't have to be afraid of me, please.
We come as friendly people. We're not here to harm you in any way. We are simply here to deliver good news to you, if anything. And it seems you have a traitor amongst you that needs to be dealt with.
Dandy is just gonna kneel in front of the little wormlings because they're cool looking.
They rush up and start running around you in circles. And as this is
Yay!
happening, the two all of the tribes people that are up there are pointing towards this as evidence. Like they're like Dandy has the symbol of the Coatl. These dragons are obviously being at least submissive, if anything else. And with that, the large barbarian picks up the shaman by the front of her vestments and just, like she was a ragdoll, just tosses her down the stairs. And the two little dragon wormlings perk their head up, and then they look towards you, Dandy. You can see, like, saliva.
Do it.
No, she will, because
Good.
everyone has to eat.
And eat they do.
Because, of course, Dandy is now immediately attached to these wormlings. Sorry.
Understandable.
So after a few moments of that, these individuals make their way down here. One of them almost loses a foot to one of the dragons that snaps at him as he walks too close to it while it's feeding.
Dandy would like to offer the leader the amulet or the gold piece that lets the proof
Right.
over to him. The pendant of Pethrin. That way he can find his people and let them know it's safe to go home.
He receives it and is very appreciative. He says, "You speak truth. The cavern, the tigers, they are gone."
We eliminated all of them. She speaks the truth.
There are still plenty out there, though, that we're hunting down. If you have help to offer, we'll take it.
We can hunt them together. I think we've more than proved that we're capable enough to fight alongside you.
We came here seeking shelter. If our home truly is liberated, then our place is there.
Fair enough.
There are others who fled. We will gather them, return them to their home. There is one here. If you do find her, tell her as you told me. And he reaches around, he says, she will not trust you readily. Show her this. And he hands you an amulet. Says, show this to her. It will help her to trust you. You may keep it when the deed is done if you do find her.
What is her name?
Her name is Nori.
Worry.
Noori. He says that if you find her, tell her as you've told them, and that she will find her way home. If you do that, then maybe you can call upon Wormblood. He gestures towards himself when he speaks that name. Maybe then you can call upon Wormblood and the rest of the Worm Tribe survivors to aid you further.
That's
Thank
fair
you.
enough to me.
He then gestures back and says, good luck getting through that door. I doubt anything except for, and as that Harshnag steps forward, anything but a giant could get through that.
Luckily, we brought one.
See that? They're all, like, visibly shook. Even the dragons, they all just take a couple steps back. Says, you are lucky you have proven to be friends. It's not idly one would claim the eye of the Allfather as theirs. Wormblood nods. Yes, yes. Didn't expect any of your kind to be coming back anytime soon. Apologize. And with that, they kind of start scooting past you all.
Danny's gonna say goodbye to the wormlings.
One of them brings you a chunk of the druid.
Ah, thank you.
Have a safe trip back.
Exciting, huh? It just drops the druid chunk.
Horus is in for a big surprise. Just a menagerie of little dragons and barbarians comes walking past him out the gate.
Oh, that was fun.
I'm just hearing his voice in my head. Oh my, they've been overrun. I must stop them. Charge with dwarven speed. 25
Action
feet,
surge.
1 square around.
1 square around. Nice.
They're good over short distances. Remember, they're sprinters.
I'll catch up eventually, I swear.
I suppose we should investigate this door.
Arshnag, I believe you are up.
He nods and goes to approach the doors. So, ahead of you all, there's a 40. A couple of you are already ascending the 40-foot long flight of steps. There's a 20-foot landing at the end, next to which stands a pair of 30-foot tall granite doors, carved with images of giant gods locked in battle with dragons. Harshnag looks around it. It is completely coated on ice. You can see ice kind of breaking in through the seams of the doors as if the other side of it, the opposite side, is completely covered, almost like a thick wall of ice on the other side. with that, you see Harshnag kind of put his arms out and says, "You all may want to take a step back." Oh, Dandy, the amulet.
Yes.
Let me know when you get a chance to figure out what that is. It does feel powerful. It is clearly a magic item of some kind.
Okay.
Ooh.
If you want to toss it over here, and while he's working on that, I will.
All right. Let's figure it out. She's wearing it.
All right.
I do have identify as a ritual in my book of shadows, so
10 minutes.
yeah.
She traded the pendant for an amulet. Oh.
Ooh.
It's useful.
We have a second one.
Mm-hmm. This is not wrapped around the rod.
It's almost like these might come in handy at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Now we just need 3 more.
Okay. Alright, so after you've all backed up, Harshnag does a stretch and you see him kind of limbering up a bit, and then he just yeets himself against the wall, just throws himself with all of his might at the wall, and it slams. And the door buckles for a brief moment. You can hear a loud snapping sound coming from the opposite side of the door, and then you hear several, what sounds like sheets of something falling off the other side of the door. And Harshnag nods. "Come on, then." And then, with one hand, he just pushes the door open.
Excuse me, don't mind me. Just gonna slide past you.
Yes, please.
Alright, let's see what we got here.
There seems to be giant looming figures spaced throughout this cavern. Massive cracks in the floor, almost big enough for your whole foot to fit into. Watch your ankles. See Harshnag kind of scratching his head. He's like, there's something, a right word. The ancient runic word light. And you hear him start going through various languages that sound like Dwarvish, a few different sounds. Sounds like he's running through a couple different languages trying to find the right word.
Is he looking at something in particular?
He's not. He's kind of just like looking around. And then finally he utters one word in a very deep, resonating single syllable. And the room floods with light.
That was neat. What was that?
It says it's the ancient tongue. It bears more in common with Dwarvish now than it does with any other known language. One of my lighting layers is broken. One moment, please.
Is it just me, or is that all the different giant types?
So just one moment, and I will describe the room for you all. That should be like that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so as the room flashes into illumination, you can really see the full wonder that is here. So there's thick frost clinging to every surface. It's a 100-foot high vaulted chamber, and there are 7 enormous statues that dominate the room. The largest of them is an 80-foot tall robed giant, his arms outstretched and his face hidden beneath a stony cowl. Facing a glowing archway in the east wall, kneeling in rows to each side of the statue, are 6 statues half the size of the big one in the middle. Each of these is impressive in its own right, and each depicts a paragon of a type of giant: hill, stone, fire, cloud, and storm. These smaller statues face the bigger one in the center of the room. In their outstretched arms, 5 of these giants hold weapons, glyphs appearing to be outstretched towards their Allfather. Only the Frost Giant statue is unarmed. At the very eastern end of this room, there's an archway. It's 40 feet wide and 40 feet tall. 6 different runes are carved into it, each one inlaid with mithril, and a glowing mist filling the archway. Niches in the walls on either side of it contain empty, ice-covered sconces made of iron.
Well, I would say first thing first, we exploring this room, seeing what we can find.
Investigation time.
However, given the fact that across there is something written on those doors, I'm going to ease over there and try to see if I can figure out what it says.
I'm gonna start investigating each individual statue.
Okay.
And as I'm on the way across, I'm going to go ahead and start with this. This ritual casting.
Okay. Okay.
I think I have to actually get over here first.
Right, it's kind of a big space, isn't it?
Yeah, and with a 35-foot move speed, I'm trying to just do it in little reasonable movements. There we go. I think that's got me where I need to be.
Okay. So Harshnag would say to himself mostly, but loudly, enough for you all to hear, he would say, "The oracle lies beyond the mist." Sounds like he's trying, like he's reciting something, like he's trying to remember something.
Huh, and this door is covered with some mist.
Charles, so what exactly are you? You said you're looking at the statues?
Yes, I'm investigating each individual statue.
So the weapons that each of these giants carry are real. They are full-size giant weapons, and they are functional pieces. When you get to the one that Harshnag is looking at, you hear him praying to this deity. It's obviously the Frost Giant's deity. You hear the name Thrym said several times. This is the only statue that is not holding a weapon currently. See
like
that
taken?
etched into the stonework at the base of each giant's feet is a symbol, a glyph. Each of the 6 glyphs on the archway match the glyphs in front of the giants.
Is there a particular order to the glyphs on this archway?
Aside from the fact that each of the glyphs seems to coincide with one of the giants, no.
Okay. And I'm assuming that the comprehend languages spell doesn't work upon it, does it?
You understand any written language that you can see, but you must touch the surface on which the words are written.
Yeah. Okay, so I might need to ease over here and spider climb my way up.
Okay. Which glyph are you heading towards?
I'm just trying to touch each one just to see what they say precisely.
Okay. I need to know, because remember there's 6 glyphs, each one associated with a giant. I need to know which giant's glyph you are approaching.
The one closest on the archway down here where I'm at.
Okay. So we will say that is Stronmos,
Okay.
the storm giant. Oh no, I'm sorry. You're on the bottom side. So that would be Memnor, the cloud giant. He would be the one here. So we'll go like that. So it would be Memnor, Surtur, Grolinator at the top. Or Grolinator and then Stronmos at the top, and then Thrym and Scorius.
Do they sit on each side of this archway? Does it seem to be that they are corresponding to where each of these giants is located at, kind of?
Yes, so it would be like
Okay.
that. With this
Okay.
being the one that you're next to.
Okay.
The lowest one, I would say.
Okay. Okay, that's kind of what I was curious about. I see. Raven, I will climb down from there. Venture a little bit over this way in a turn or two.
Brevin?
Yeah.
Did you touch the rune that you were next to?
Yeah, because I have to do that in order to understand what it says, correct?
Okay, yeah, 1 second. Brevin, as soon as you touch that glyph to comprehend what it means, the gravity in the room reverses.
Oh,
Every single one of you is launched as if you were falling towards the ceiling.
how far is it, you said?
It is 100 feet.
Oh no.
Who's within range of me?
No one.
Can I grab onto the statue of the Allfather?
Everybody make dexterity, athletics, acrobatics checks to grab onto whatever you can.
I'm assuming this applies to everybody. Yeah,
It wouldn't hit you, Revan.
Yeah, you're holding onto a wall.
I'm just shanked the other way on it.
Looks like I need 2 more, and from Harshnag as well. Athletics or acrobatics? Oh, Featherfall. Okay, so Charles isn't affected. Or he's very gently falling up towards the ceiling.
Good move.
Always gotta have Featherfall ready.
So how far? 60 feet per round for 6 rounds? So you would make it to the ceiling.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm holding on to the Allfather.
Alright, so you all do manage to grab a hold of everything. You can feel the gravity still trying to pull you up towards the ceiling. Charles, you are now standing on the ceiling.
Nice.
I look up at Charles and yell at him. Charles, you may want to see if you could attach something there before I turn loose of this thing.
Yeah, I guess so. Everyone grab onto something, and I'll find something nice and secure to grab onto.
You should have some pitons.
Yeah, I was about to say there would be like ice stalactites hanging from the ceiling you could grab onto.
Yeah, I'll make sure I got a nice grip, and I'll be ready for Revan to continue.
I'll admit, I was kind of more thinking put something in and then hook a rope to it, so if you do fall, it's not gonna.
Well, if I
It's
do
rough.
fall, I'm not worried.
Okay. Okay.
But as long as I'm having on something, I'm sure I'll be fine.
Okay. I am assuming everyone is prepared. I'm going to take my
Actually-
hand away from said rune.
Nothing happens immediately when you take your hand away. A few seconds pass. After 60 seconds, the gravity re-reverses, Charles, you can feel yourself begin to fall. You catch yourself on your way that you've secured yourself to whatever style side was up there. The rest of you managed to secure yourself with only a few feet of falling straight upwards, so dropping only a few feet down back to the ground. Harshnag drops off of the elbow of the frost giant that he was holding onto. He says, Let's not touch any more of those, small one."
I think that'd be a very poor idea if it did, and I'm going to step off of there. Charles, do you have a way down?
I mean, I could just fall down.
You can feather fall, dear.
Okay.
Alternatively, you can come pick me up, but that I don't know if you want to do that. Just carry me down.
I gotta say, I do have a fly spell.
Well, I mean, you could just climb up and carry me
That's
down.
true. That is true.
If you want me to save a spell
And-
slot.
We can assume that is what I'm doing as I'm pondering in the mysteries of how touching a rune just made gravity decide to betray us all.
Did he find out what it meant when he touched it, or did it just
It
flip things?
it was literally the word that would have popped into his head if there was any word associated with it would have been Cloud Giant. It is a symbol representing that race.
Cool.
I'm glad I did not touch the fire giant one in that case.
Dude.
Or the Storm Giant, that would have been fun.
As I'm wandering across here to get Charles, and I'm looking at the other statues, I'm like, I wonder if this is a lot simpler than I was thinking about. Because there's only one with a missing weapon, and it'd have to be a giant-sized weapon placed in its hands in order for all 6 of them to have a weapon.
Do we have a giant-sized weapon that we can place in his hand?
Harshnag looks at his axe.
Architect does.
I mean, yeah, I guess we can try that.
He's like, yes. Weapon in hand. Weapon in hand, approach the oracle. Yes. And he runs over. Places his own axe into Thrym's hand, and then goes back.
Anything happen?
Nothing is happening.
So,
Okay,
is there like mist over here?
There's mist in that archway, correct?
And the oracle lies beyond the mist. So, we need to stalk this oracle, I'm assuming?
He nods. Says, yes, we must consult the oracle.
Well,
Go.
nothing ventured, nothing gained. I'll walk through.
You hit a wall.
Ow. Well, that didn't work. So, there gotta be something that we're missing.
well,
Did you try hitting the symbol of the frost giant? The one that doesn't have a weapon in his hand? Well, now he does because of Harshnag.
If we're gonna do that, make sure everyone's secured first.
actually, let us also examine the rest of the room before we do this.
Is there any, is there any other writings on the walls or anything that can give us any
a
clues?
little bit of I do see a bit of a hallway there across the way.
Oh yeah. Maybe we should investigate those areas. See if there's anything of use.
Let's see if there's any further clues, perhaps.
You want
Is
to
that
start with
blue line
the
always
side or
there?
right side?
No, I put it there to show the order in which the runes were showing up on the wall.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's start with this side.
I mean, there's also I'm assuming these are doors, correct?
Yes. Charles, there is an iron portcullis here.
An iron what, sorry?
Portcullis, a gate.
Oh, okay. Like right in front of me here?
These 3 black dots.
Oh, okay, cool. Does it look like I'm able to get past them?
No, but it looks like Luna would be able to.
Sure. I'll send Luna past them then.
So, as Luna approaches, in front of her, she begins to see several very large boulders stacked against the southern wall. It appears that they've been there for a long time, covered in frost, most of them frozen together. She would see that right here on the floor.
Okay. Luna will investigate further.
Okay. To the north, there's a passageway that leads out to a ledge.
That's the ledge that leads out to the bridge, if I looks of it.
Indeed.
That we came from. I think we need to go through the doors. I'm assuming that there's these bars here. I don't know if we're meant to be able to see this or not, but like there's like a thing here.
No, the dynamic lighting's all wonky. There's a wall there.
Alright. Well, regardless, we need to get these bars out of the way if we want to investigate further. So we should investigate the different doors.
It's so weird. Just certain sections of dynamic lighting are just missing for no good reason. So I replace that. I'm gonna look around real quick and see if I can find anything else that's missing like that before we can proceed.
Alright, we have 4 doors to choose from. Looks like.
Looks like the rest of
to
it is
find out
good. Yeah, it looks like the rest of it's fine. Okay.
Alright, guys, which door are we going into first? Someone just pick one. Dandy, you're good at this. Just pick one.
Like one of what?
Pick a door. Any door. We'll go through it and see what's going on.
There's 2 sets on the north and 2 sets on the south.
Let's go south. Nope, let's go north. Danny's from the north. Let's go north.
Alright,
Or
north it
the
is.
ones by Wyatt.
Should I
Alright.
touch the symbol? Harshnag's pointing at the frost giant symbol on the wall.
Yes,
I mean,
yes,
yeah, I
and
might as
I
well.
grab-
But,
grab a hold of
everyone
the
grabs onto
frost
something first. Everyone grabs a hold of something, as he does.
Hold
before
on
he
to the
does.
door.
I just,
All
uh,
Father, hear me. And then he reaches out and touches it. The chamber shakes for a brief moment, and as you're all standing there bracing, you hear a thunderclap from high above. A thick layer of clouds has formed far above you. Hail and basketball-sized chunks of ice begin to hail from the sky.
Oh,
I
yeah.
need everybody to make dex saves, please.
This is Sean May saying, please touch another symbol so I can do damage to you.
Well said you wanted him to, and then you forgot about him. He was just standing there with his hand out. You could have said no. Alright, so...
Damn. He has some good dex saves.
2d846. Oh, jeez. That's a big one. Okay. So, it is... 8 bludgeoning and 16 cold. You all succeeded on your saves. Let me check on Harshnag's real quick. Harshnag unfortunately failed, taking that full
no.
24 points. The rest of you only take 12 points, divided between cold and bludgeoning. After a few moments, the storm stops. The floor littered with hail and ice. Harshnag comes crunching across it. I don't think that worked, friends. And he takes his axe back out of Thrim's hand.
I don't think so either. That hurt a little bit. I think we need to find some more clues in order to figure this room out. We should investigate the side rooms.
He nods and says,
Yep.
It certainly is tied to the axe of Thrym. We must put it back in its rightful place.
Well, you should grab your axe for now, and we'll try and find this axe.
He grabbed it on his way over.
All right, this door first. Looks like. Let's go.
Harshnag once again approaches, throws his weight against it.
Okay.
So,
Let's see what we
all see a set of stairs. There is a set of stairs leading up to your left, and what looks to be another chamber to the north. A set of stairs leading up to the left of you.
All right, Dandy, we going up or forward?
Making me pick. But we're going forward.
Forward it is.
Let's examine what we can find on this level first, then we'll proceed upward after we.
Sounds good to me. Ooh, what's this statue?
So, as you're approaching, this area appears to be, from what you can see, well, I'll let you know once you get a little bit farther in there.
And it appears as if this mirrors it with stairs going up over there. So okay.
There's stairs over here
There's
also.
more stairs over there. So stairs here, stairs here.
All right, everybody. So, as you approach, this area appears to be living quarters. There's a 60-foot hall in front of you that stretches northward. The hall is inclined at a slight angle, so that the floor at the north end is higher than that on the south end. The slope isn't so great that the frost on the floors presents any hazard. And there are 14, as you're looking down this hall. Brevin, you probably got the best view of any of this area. But there are row upon row of 30-foot tall archways spaced along the west and east walls. As you can look into the chambers, they are 60-foot square chambers furnished with frost-covered stone couches. Looks like they might have served as beds at one point. Some of the beds may have tattered furs atop them. Yeah.
Okay. It appears as if we have sleeping head. I'm gonna
Alright.
try to.
Well, we gotta find that axe, so let's start investigating, I guess. Start with the left room here. Yep, start checking the rooms.
Some of us hit left, some of us hit right.
I'll hit the left ones, and you if you want to hit the right ones.
Okay.
I'm in the second left room.
You each find a 5-foot length of chain inside of those rooms.
Irons are kinky.
Maybe.
Human size change or giant size?
Giant size.
Got it.
Brevin, you find a very large skinning knife.
Well, let's give all this
Any of
stuff to
us can use?
Let's give all this stuff to Harshnag for now.
Horse might make
Assuming he
something of
can
it.
hold on to it.
Okay, so try this next one. One right, I need someone to check the left.
Yep.
Brevin, there is one human skull in that room. Wyatt, at the western wall of the room that you've just entered is what appears to be a burrowed out section leading deeper into a very narrow passage. It is obvious to you that a giant did not carve that.
I'm going in.
What? Without us? What? Free?
I'm gonna go first because then I'll be able to see better than I'm not alone. I have Steve with me. As I'm going forward, like, is there animal droppings or anything to like show passage of things in here?
Make a nature check. Wyatt, the tunnel appears to have been carved out in a way that does not indicate an intelligent presence. Very random, like pieces were just kind of knocked away. Seems almost like an animal made this cave of some kind.
Okay.
Okay.
Why it is difficult terrain, so don't move too quickly. Icy.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna ease on up here and. Well, I guess Dandy's already in that chamber, so she would have already seen what was in it.
Is it slanted in any way, or is it like just kind of straight?
It varies. None of the slopes or anything like that is steep enough to cause you any issue. Brave guy, Wyatt.
How far are you gonna go there, Wyatt?
I'm going to find a dragon.
Going on an adventure.
Wyatt, once you round that corner, it's not a dragon that you see, but directly in front of you, there are what appear to be spider webs. However,
I'm out.
these are very stiff, rigid, almost. They look like they're more made of ice than they are of any naturally occurring material.
Get out of there right effing now.
How
Dandy will
much,
not be saving you from spiders.
how much farther are the webs? Like, are they pretty like thick going all the way through?
As far as you can see, they seem to crisscross and create a bit of a maze. There's not so much space that you couldn't fit through. In fact, it looks intentionally designed so that you could fit through if you tried. However, they do stretch for as far forward as you can see in various interlocked patterns, stretching as far as you can see forward.
Oh, for want of a message, cantrip. Yeah, I'm sure even. Well, what would Steve do? Would Steve want to hunt these things? We'll head back. I wouldn't want the party to miss out on everything. But I will like annotate on the walls, like at what point to stop to make sure that we're not hitting spider webs.
I would say we finished checking out the. I'll wait for him to get back.
Oh, well, he's getting back. What's in these other rooms?
Yeah, you guys can keep it.
Yeah, well, go ahead and check the further rooms.
Dandy, the one that you are in, I'll roll for you and Brevin right now. Brevin, you find a giant-sized kettle. Dandy, there is a casket that is a bit bigger than you in there.
What happens if I open it?
Anything in this room?
Do you open the casket?
No.
Do it.
I skedaddle out of there.
Okay, I'm gonna check this one straight across here too.
Okay.
Was there anything
Brevin,
in this one here?
What if it was Brevin's? Like,
Brevin, an empty wooden chest, and Charles, a very large comb.
I
Okay.
gotta say, I don't need y'all hunting me and. Well, that one I already checked, Dandy.
Okay.
Everybody
Well,
stop.
Oh.
Stopped.
Nothing?
Here with
No. Brevin, I'm sorry.
Oh, right there. Okay.
Yeah, back in that room you go.
My apologies.
Back in that room you go.
get back in the box.
Quite literally, actually. So, Charles, as you step forward, you hear a very loud thunk sound. And with that, each and every archway seals shut as a
Oh.
large stone block falls into place in front of it.
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
With that, you all hear the sound of stone grinding on stone.
We got 2 people trapped.
And
here.
you see a very, very large... Oh, shit. 1 second. A very, very large chunk of circular stone emerge from the northern wall into the hallway. You can hear it rumbling its way towards you. I need everyone in the hallway to roll initiative.
Oh gosh.
Okay, E, let's go.
Danny's just like, you better not be getting into a fight without me.
Okay. Is that everybody in the hallway? Okay. What is E doing?
Screaming defiance at the rolling rock.
Does the rock look like it's like large enough that it covers like the whole pathway right to the ceiling? Okay, cool.
Okay. So E, screaming his defiance into the stony chasm. Wyatt?
This is gonna sound cold, but I'm double dashing behind Harshnag.
Ah, nice.
And I'm just gonna like get behind Harshnag.
Harshnag looks down, scoops you up under one arm, and takes off at a dash.
Oh, nice.
Shouting behind him, "Run, small ones, run!" And on initiative count 15, this rock comes tumbling on down the chasm. Oh no. It rolls 200 feet down the chasm.
Wait. 200 feet, but oh gosh.
Charles, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Good luck.
Damn. I'm just looking to see if there's anything I can do about this.
Yeah.
Damn, I have expert treatment and have a chance to use it. Alright. I don't have any legal way to do anything about this, so let's just hope I'm dexterous today.
Oh, lucky you. You
Very
only
nice.
take half of 59 points of damage.
Ooh.
I just wanna let you know
So,
that
29 points,
my life is
Charles?
brutal.
Yep.
Who's gonna make the save
Alright.
for Steve?
Oh gosh.
God, poor E.
It's like either way, Steve is going to get hurt.
Can E fly over it?
Unfortunately, Steve is unable to get out of the way in time.
It's okay. He has 66 hit points.
He does take 45 points. Oh no, that's exactly his HP, isn't it?
Oh, that's what it's at. It should have been at 66.
Oh cool, yeah, get him up there. You guys have all had a long rest.
Yeah.
I can't believe he survives that.
And then it's
Damn, I didn't even have a chance to do anything about that.
Gentle.
Make a dex save for E. If he gets a 19 or a 20.
He's small enough. He can go.
Oh,
Like,
so close. E is smushed.
He smoked.
All right, I think that's the distance. Yep, that's the
His
distance.
brave sacrifice slowed Rock.
Stop.
Charles,
Remember,
you're up.
Do I see another rock coming?
No, you do not.
All right, cool.
Oh, you are prone
Um,
also, by the way.
I would assume so. I'll just like grunt like, "Ow, that was too close."
Oh, nice. Apparently,
Uh,
E was my seeing eye bat for my second screen. I didn't realize that.
That was too close, and I'll just kind of like crawl into like one of the cracks over here if there's anything, and just like lean against the wall, like, "Ow."
What are
Eh.
we fighting?
you hear Brevin slapping the door.
Right on the
Same.
opposite side of Brevin. Okay. Wyatt. Harshnag still has you. What are you doing?
Giving him the help action to run faster.
Alright. That brings us to Harshnag again. He sprints with all his might. 60 feet. What is Steve doing after surviving that?
He's just laying there like he's dead.
Really, kinda is.
Initiative count 15 rolls along, and Wyatt and Harshnag, I do need you to make dexterity saving throws. Wyatt, also you get to make yours with advantage since Harshnag is covering for you.
Sweet.
Harshnag will make his a disadvantage. Nice. Oh no, you both fail.
Yeah, seems about right.
How bad is it though?
Ugh.
Oof.
Oh my god.
Harshnag, the thing just rolls right over the top of him and over the top of both of you. Smushed for 61 points.
I'm unconscious on Harshnag.
You all see Harshnag lying flat on his stomach. He's like, oh, ow, ow, and he rolls over. And Wyatt's just under there.
Just a red stain underneath him.
Oh. So when it gets to the bottom, those of you that are close enough to see a statue of a massive stone giant animate, reach its arms out, and stop the boulder. It then slowly begins rolling it back up the slope. A massive stone giant.
No, back up, no.
Harshnag
Come on.
scoops up. Let's see, yep. So we're back up to the top initiative. Charles, what are you doing at the end of that initiative?
Oh, come on, no. Not back up. How fast does it look like he's moving back up?
He's moving it very slowly. He can only get, let's see, he can get 20 feet around. So you all have some time.
Okay, quick look around, see if there's any way to open up these stone blocks that are blocking our entry into the rooms really quick.
Charles, make an investigation check.
Investigation. Hell yeah, let's go.
Charles, these stones are fused into the wall. They have been fused shut magically.
Oh, that's great. So you're saying there's no way to get past them. Alright, cool. Okay. Can't think of any way to stop the stone giant, so I guess we're running. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And Aluna will scout ahead a bit more. Alright.
Okay. Wyatt, let's see that save.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two more
Harshnag scoops you up and holds his hand out. Says, "Stop! Stop! Damn you!" And he starts walking backwards with you, with your unconscious form. The stone giant keeps approaching, but as it reaches where Harshnag and Wyatt are, it lifts the stone up over its head in a massively impressive feat of strength and walks right past Harshnag and Wyatt before dropping the rock and continuing to roll it forward.
Huh.
It will do the same once it gets to Steve. As it's going up, Harshnag, you see him, well, none of you can see this, he's behind a giant boulder, but he does pull a health potion. He says, "Such frail little bodies you have," and gives Wyatt 8 points.
Oh, nice.
The stone giant, as soon as it reaches Steve, lifts the boulder up and over Steve and walks right past him. Charles, the stone giant, approaches you and drops the boulder. No. And it lifts the boulder up and over your head, walks past you and Luna with it until he gets all the way up to the top of the wall. He presses the stone against it and melds the stone into the wall itself, where the stone vanishes. The statue of the stone giant then turns and begins walking back down very slowly, very methodically. At that same moment, the walls of the chambers open.
Who's to say it's not gonna activate again? Ow. DM wouldn't possibly do that to us, right? They wouldn't reactivate the same trap twice, right? Right? Ow.
Maybe roll an investigation to see if you what triggered the trap.
It's a great idea. Let's see what triggered the trap.
Roll investigation or perception. Charles, you are the only one within view of it currently. Okay, 13. Keeping that 13, Charles?
That rock did a lot of damage. I'll take the 20.
As you approach the area that you stepped and are looking around, if you look straight up, you will see a set of runes carved into the ceiling. Harshnag would approach once you pointed them out and say that, "Yep, that'd do it. That's your problem right there." And he would let you know that that specific set of runes can only be activated once every 24 hours.
Whew.
Oh.
Ow.
Furthermore, you can see that the runes cover this area.
Damn. That chap hurt. Wyatt, you already first next time. Wyatt, you stay in front.
Again, I'm going to mark it with the chalk just so we know if we happen to come back by this way.
All right, everyone. We're going to go ahead and take our break now. And when we come back, you can see what else the Eye of the Allfather has in store for you all. All right, everyone. Go ahead.
Okay, so we know that the buff is good only for once every 24-hour period, correct?
Correct.
Do we need to have a short rest so that Horace and Horace can utilize can do a little bit of healing on himself, maybe?
You mean Wyatt?
I mean Wyatt, yeah.
Harshnag would insist on checking the last rooms.
Yeah. I think
would-
this one that Danny and I were just in there.
They are all empty, save for these
Yeah.
trinkets.
Oh yeah, I found a cave that leads to like spider webbing.
Hard pass.
Why not? What if
Unless,
there's
of
like,
course, they have. Unless, of course, they might have whatever item in there.
yeah, or people screaming.
Which one of the giants didn't have a weapon again? It was the storm giant?
Frost giant.
Frost giant. Thank you.
Little short rest in this room. That way we can hear and not get smashed again.
Seems like a decently solid idea.
Harshnag lays on one of the bunks that's perfectly sized for him.
So the first thing I'm going to do, because I'm super hurt, I'm going to use my Channel Divinity, Preserve Life, to take 24 hit points. That puts me up to half health. I'm
I'll
assuming
take the rest of it.
Yeah, you can take the other 6, and then when you come in here, is Luna considered a construct?
They are construct, yes.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I-
They're easy to heal, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I will burn my second Channel Divinity to also give you whatever remaining that lifts you up to half hit points.
That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then from there, actually, hold on with that. This is probably a better idea. Before I do that, I'm also going to cast Life Transference from myself to our good friend Steve. Steve can gain 40 hit points, which puts him to 61. 5 shy of his max, because that does work on undead.
Nice.
And then whatever remaining for the second Channel Divinity, I'll take back. Which I think is like 10. How much did you need to go to your half, Charles?
I only needed 5
5?
after that. Yeah, so you get 25.
22. Puts me back at 34. It's not too bad. And then I will rest with you guys.
Okay. You all can take a short rest.
I'll,
Katie, are
use
you
second
are
wind.
you in that room by yourself?
No.
We're in the one across the hallway.
I'll use my second one real quick as well before short resting. 7, 8, 9.
After the rest, I'm going to gather up what's left of the pouch so I can resummon him later.
Come on, Danny. Do your short rest.
Alright, y'all. So you'll notice that Harshnag has just appeared in your main journal. I'm going to be adding him to the primary NPCs section. So he has now entered into, if somebody would like to control Harshnag, you can. If anyone does want to do that, I do ask that you read his quick little paragraph so you can get an idea for his mannerisms. I'll, of course, do the role-playing for him. But anyone that wants to control a Frost Giant in combat, you may do so.
I used all my D10 hit dice, but I got pretty lucky, so still have my D8 hit dice left.
So here's him for anyone that wants to check him out. love the art they gave for him. So good.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And we have explored stuff correct, except for the ice spiderweb cavern
Correct.
and the other flight of stairs.
Also correct.
Okay. So are we thinking try to do the spiderweb cavern before this trap potentially resets and we go upstairs? Loath as I am, as much as I loathe heading into such a place, because it's probably designed for whatever is living in there.
Does Harshnag use his hit dice to get back up to full?
Yes, he does. I don't know if he can get back up to full with his hit dice.
However, I have a feeling that Harshnag probably cannot fit in that little ice spider cavern.
Nah, I don't think so either. It's quite tight even for me.
So that's 31 plus 20. There's a con of plus 5. So he needs like another 2 probably.
See, I don't know how that works with NPCs. How many hit dice he has?
It says he has 12 d12 plus 60. So I'm assuming that we can infer that he has 12 d12s.
Yeah, it does make sense. Okay. He's used 4, so we'll use another 2. That'll get him close.
That's
Those-
34, 44.
Nice.
Those really
So
good
that's
rolls.
Nice, cool. He says 60, 12 left.
And it does appear that the APIs are broken. Let me reset those. Okay. So what do y'all want to do?
Well, I think given the scenario we're in, probably the best bet we have is to make sure we check out the little, just to make sure that whatever has crafted that passageway hasn't drug something we need off inside of it. We probably need to look in there. Loath as I am to say it. One sec. Oh, it does not have it where my vision is.
Is your vision messed up again?
Yeah. If you get out of the light stuff, it all's in like dark stuff instead of the devil sight thing, or it should be 120 feet of normal vision. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, this one right here.
So are we doing Spider Tunnel first, or are we going further in first?
I think we might want to check the spider tunnel first, since it is closest to us. It'll make sure that that trap does not reset while we're exploring the rest of the stuff.
Well, we got 24 hours, so unless we take a long
Yeah.
rest, I don't think we have to worry about it.
Okay. Well, so this one right here.
Arshnag does in fact confirm that he cannot fit in there.
Yeah, I guess you'll have.
I guess defend this spot here so we don't get like attacked from behind. While we explore.
Any preference on who goes?
Probably Wyatt first since he's very perceptive.
Dandy's been down this tunnel before.
Yeah, I'll go.
I can be right behind him unless Danny wants to.
Oh yeah, then I'll leave Steve here then.
Wait, where's Dandy?
Him.
Here she is.
Steve staying behind.
Yeah.
Guess we're gonna ease through this.
All right, everyone, make sure you're staying close enough together because once one of you triggers initiative, we roll.
Yep. So try to stay relatively close together. Inch forward just a little bit more.
So Wyatt, ahead of you now, you can see where the webs begin, marking the beginning of difficult terrain. Movement speed halved as you try to move through the web. Brevin, you find that with your ability to move along the walls and so on and so forth, you are not imposed difficult terrain. It's almost like the spider climb ability makes it easier for you to traverse spider-made areas.
Yeah, that's not ominous at all.
I have an idea. Why don't we trigger the web and see if something comes running at us?
I have an idea too. It's not very polite though.
Huh.
Oh, what if we burn the webs? Are they burnable?
They're like ice webs, if I recall.
We're in a confined space.
But the webs start at a certain spot, so as long as we stay beyond that spot, it won't affect us. I mean, are they even flammable?
I don't know. I don't really like burn things.
Well, the way I see it is I don't want to get caught halfway in the web and all of a sudden find out that we're being hunted by spiders and that we need to run, but we're running on rough terrain. So I don't know about you, but I'd rather cut my way through and make it not rough terrain.
That's understandable.
As you're moving through here, you can also get the impression that regardless of how carefully you move, there is no avoiding all of the spider webs. You've all touched at least one of them at this point, or except for Charles and Brevin, as they have not advanced far enough in. But Wyatt and Dandy, it is safe to assume that you have made contact with the spider web at least once so far.
I mean, are they like sticking to us, or are we like just kind of like avoiding them and then bumping them every now and then?
Wyatt, as you touch one, you do not stick to it, but you can see it vibrating very gently. And as you follow that line, you can see that there's a very, very faint, subtle vibration that passes through all of the webs that you can see as soon as you make contact with even one of them.
Yeah, let's cut the webs. I don't want to be stuck in rough terrain.
Okay. I'll pull out my fancy +1 dagger and start cutting webs away.
The area 5 feet in front of you and any area that you pass while doing that is no longer difficult terrain.
Okay.
All right. Forward.
That would help slash, but I'm pretty sure that by the time I get there, it's already all slashed up.
Yeah. We're letting Wyatt do the slashing while he's being observant around him.
Oh crud! Oh crud! I jumped. Hold on.
Oops.
Sorry.
It as Brevin goes here.
Just ease past a little bit. Stop jumping like that. Dang it.
You know how it is. It's just these tight spaces can be.
Thinks you're trying to put you. Thinks you're trying to go to a different.
Dandy will be holding onto her axe for dear.
As we like advance, like the temperature getting colder.
make a perception check.
15 with the shield.
15. Wyatt, you can tell that there is a draft moving through here. It's very gentle, coming from a great distance, but you can tell that at some point this has to open to the outside to be getting that kind of a draft. As far as the temperature, it doesn't really get too much of a variance as you move in.
Okay. We got a little split coming up.
Yep. Wyatt, you can see a crossing ahead of you.
I'll pull to the middle, clear out this middle section, and then wait for people to get there.
Right, up or down? Still going north, Dandy?
Yeah. Let's clear out.
All right.
Dandy, as you and Charles enter into that intersection, you begin to hear something moving close by. As you look around, the cavern splits in multiple places up and around you, making very dark indentations in the wall. You see what looks like an icicle at first emerge from one of the walls, but it just keeps coming and coming, and another one emerges until you realize that these are not icicles, but the legs of something moving out from the darkness above. We're going to roll initiative.
So I started blasting. Very slowly.
I should have advantage on initiative.
Advantage on initiative, interesting. Okay, go roll it again. We'll take the higher of the two.
Oh, okay. It didn't matter that time, did it?
On my screen, you said it rolled a 6 and a 23.
Yeah.
Oh, it does have them both on there. Look at that.
Yeah, and if you have that, that shows you.
Yeah, 23 it is.
Yeah.
And spiders.
Yeah, spider.
Okay.
Totally didn't expect to find spiders.
Oh no, right? Who would have thought? So.
Wait a minute, I thought this was cobbled caverns.
So, bright red eyes and thick white fur cover these creatures' body. Now that they move through, you can see that they're moving across the webs, which crumble to icy dust as they move across them. They form new ones behind them as they move, forming frosty sheets and icy cocoons behind them. Dandy, you're up first.
Uh-huh. Dandy would like to rage and immediately attack something, please.
Okay.
The one directly above her. I
Yeah.
guess the one above her.
The dex save from it? Or you're attacking it? Okay. 26 certainly
Attacking
hits.
it. I kind of want to use my sessional so I can get that one extra point and
Go for it.
double damage.
Get that crit, yeah.
Okay. Oh, it only rolled it once. Okay, just roll it again. Is that okay?
13. Yeah, roll it
Just
again.
roll it
Roll it again. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
Go for it. No, you're good. You're good.
Wow.
For 19
thank you.
points.
And then I'm my D6 for Storm Aura, please.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm gonna do it again.
All right. Oh, 12 is not going to hit, unfortunately.
Okay.
But, Andy, as your lightning strikes into this thing, you see it drop off of the ceiling onto the floor, shaking and convulsing. This thing is very, very, very badly injured.
Good. I'm just screaming wordlessly at it. In rage, in terror, who knows?
All right. One of the spiders quickly comes rushing up alongside of the walls, rushing forward, and it is going to... Yep, it is going to rear up, and just you see like this strange icy fluid beginning to form in his mouth and then quickly materialize as it spits out a mass of web at Charles.
Okay.
Charles, it is only a 12 to hit you.
That definitely misses.
Yeah. Wyatt, you're up.
Wyatt's gonna grab the first thing he sees.
22 hits.
22.
18.
Yep, 7 bludgeoning, 11 necrotic, and he will jump on the back of this thing and grapple it.
Okay. Wow.
No.
It gets a 16.
Hugs, not drugs, kids.
Grapple. Okay. Anything else from Wyatt?
That's all the Wyatt's turn.
Revan, you're up.
I'm considering these things like using ice, I'm going to do something a little different than my usual. I'm going to cast the cantrip Shillelagh on my staff.
Okay.
It'll be the bottom number.
Okay, 6 bludgeoning.
And then, but what I did is I cast Shillelagh and then I tagged on top of it. The spell Green Flame Blade.
Which one are you swinging at?
The one closest to me.
Okay.
For an additional... I think that's a little bit off. It could just be that first one. Yeah, the first one.
Okay, so 6 and 4. So 10 total.
Yeah, because I don't think that... Because I think with their size, I don't think they're within 5 feet of each other, are they?
Which two? These two?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're within 5 feet of each other. Barely, but they are.
And then 8 fire damage jumps from the first one and hits the second one.
All right.
That's
Down
what
it
that
goes.
second 8 there. That's what that second 8 there is for.
Got it.
Do they seem as if they are responding how I would expect to the fire, or does it seem like it's stinging them a little more?
It does not. They are. It is affecting them as you would expect it to.
Okay.
Anything else?
That's it for the time being because I had to cast one. Show at least a bonus action, so that's all I really have for the time being.
Okay. Dandy, the next one tries to shoot a glob of that icy web at you and misses with an 8. Charles.
Alright, Hex going out. We're going to... this one's at full health still, so we're going to target this one right here.
Okay.
And to make spider go splat.
Which one are you targeting?
Whoops, that's what I want to do. I'm targeting the one that's at full health over here.
Got it.
Make sure all the modifiers are on. Good. Alright. So...
13 does not hit Charles.
Try again. Oh my gosh.
If I know anything about what number is bigger than the other.
that's very unfortunate. Okay, well, what do I want to do? Man.
In all fairness, you just had to dodge frozen spider spit, so makes sense
True.
unless you're trying to get off shot. It says you're dodging that. It's probably not the most accurate.
I'm gonna save my action surge, so I'll end my turn.
Okay. Wyatt, the one that you have grappled, tries to spit a gob of web in your face.
Yeah.
Gets a 22 to hit.
That hits.
All right. Wyatt, you are restrained. So you have it grappled, and you are restrained.
Perfect. This is what I want.
Okay. Yep. So it has you wrapped up. Wyatt, the webbing is very cold. Okay. Next one is dead. Dandy.
I'm going to continue my panic attack. And, oh, that's actually a good name for it, attacking while panicking. And one below her, raging and reckless. You've got to be kidding me.
15 hits.
Yay! All right.
I feel like I was like one off of hitting.
Yeah, you were.
Are
You
you-
literally were.
These are
Oh my
supposed to be, like,
gosh, this
my
is
favorite enemies.
terrible. I have literally rolled not but ones. This is ridiculous. Okay, doing it again
All
and
right.
getting mad at her axe about it.
Hold on a sec.
11 does not hit.
I don't know what's going on with my rolls right now. What?
On the rolling there, 1d12 plus 4 equals 1 plus 4. On a barbarian rage, does it add any to the damage roll, or is it just to the to hit thing?
I believe it's. I believe rage adds to damage too.
So there should be, depending upon. It's been a few years since I played a barbarian,
And I can't.
so I'm not sure.
I thought rage only affect damage, not hit to hit.
Yeah, it's just damage, not 2 hit.
Yeah.
So there should be a little bit more on her damage then.
You're right. The global modifier is not working. I'm checking into it right now.
It's supposed to be a +2. I'm sorry.
Right. No, it's not your fault. Something's wrong with the API. Something's wrong with the. Yeah, add damage. Okay. You're rolling from D&D Beyond, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not know how to troubleshoot that, unfortunately.
I will figure it out. It's okay. I will figure this out. real
So
quick.
for now, though, we can just add 2 damage because it's definitely not adding it. Okay. Anything else from Dandy?
Nothing I can do, unfortunately. So I'm done.
Stormara? Oh, you already did that.
Yep.
I did it.
Dandy the Spooter retaliates.
Okay.
22 to hit.
Yeah.
You are wrapped up in icy webbing.
Great.
Wyatt, you take 1 cold damage. Take
Oh, nice.
that.
I just look at the spider. It's like, I'm not stuck with you. You're stuck with me. As withering contact kicks in.
Ooh, nice.
So he'll take. 10 necrotic
Whoa.
damage from me holding on to him.
And he promptly dies.
Damn it! Because it's still very cold. I will use my action to break out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
With an 18, you do break free.
Ooh, can I get to somebody? Is there space like right in between in front of Charles?
Yes, there is right here.
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna jump over and fill that space with my body.
Okay.
That's all Wyatt's gonna do this turn.
Brevin.
Okay, and I'm assuming that this spider kind of in front of me here is probably within 5 feet, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that'd be disadvantage on any distance-based spell attack, so... Well, we're just gonna go with the Shillelagh and Green Flame Blade combo again.
26 certainly hits.
I do not have Hicks going, so it's just that bottom number.
Okay, just 5.
And let me roll the damage for this one.
Right, down he goes.
And that 6 will jump to that one that's within 5 feet. That one I hit and do 6 damage on it.
Okay. Anything else?
I don't believe so because I can hit a little bit. I think Wyatt's probably about to beat that one up.
Tracks.
And I'm pretty sure between Wyatt and Dandy that other one's probably not gonna last too long.
Assuming I don't snipe it.
Yeah.
Okay. Wyatt, the spider scurries across the wall and lunges at you with a 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
It's 10 piercing, and I need a con save from you, please.
Cool.
No.
7. Let's see what it does.
Wyatt, you take 4 poison damage.
Nice.
Low roll, yeah. Okay. That's it. Charles.
Please die. Oh my gosh, another miss? Finally, I hit.
That hits. And 21 damage is enough to take it down.
I just needed one hit.
Okay.
They like literally roll the lowest possible, pretty much.
It is silent once more.
Get me out of this.
Okay, we got them. We took care of them. Let's just complete this, get out of here, and never have to think about it ever again.
Oh, we're specifically looking for an axe, so let's see if it's here or not.
Just think, Dandy, an axe. That's huge.
Is that what the Storm Giant's weapon was? I just thought that was what Harshnag had.
I don't know.
If we find it, I get to keep it.
I can just imagine Dandy with like an oversized
all
axe.
future axes.
Dandy Brevin, make sure you're keeping up.
Yeah, I'm just trying not to skip ahead.
Slower. I have little legs. Also, you're my meat shield.
Oh yeah, remind me to blame Horus for this after.
Dandy is as close as she can get to Wyatt without actually touching Wyatt.
Nice.
Oh, got another
Wide
split.
ahead of you, this cavern is opening up into a wide open area with 30-foot tall ceilings. Floor to ceiling, wall to wall, thicker webs than anywhere that you have seen so far.
That's likely the nest.
Cool.
I just want to do a quick little test just because I'm curious. I'm just gonna walk right up to Wyatt and try to light the webs on fire, see if that works or not.
Charles, your fire on these webs has no effect.
Alright, cool. Just wanted to know. They're not flammable.
Good to know. Good.
Wyatt, with your 21 perception, as you approach, you can see that the cavern goes farther and farther back. The webs seem to get thicker the farther towards the back of the cavern you go.
Hmm.
Just keep chopping.
Yep.
How long is it? Is it like are we getting through it fairly quickly, or is it like taking us like 10 minutes to cut through and then move on? 10
It's
minutes?
taking some time.
Okay.
I'll pull out my longsword and start helping as well, alongside Wyatt.
And
Make it
once
go
I actually
faster.
am here where I can help with it, I do have
Jeez,
daggers. I can
Brevin,
chop
your
with.
vision is insane. Okay, so Brevin, as you're all moving up, you can see towards the back of the chamber, seeing farther than the rest of the party. You can see that at the back of the chamber, there's a cluster of what looks like cocoons laying on the floor, hanging from the ceiling. Looks like there's about a half a dozen of them back there, at the very back of the
Whoa.
cavern.
There are cocoons back there, people.
Let's pop them before they pop us.
I mean, aren't cocoons usually like refrigerated? Oh, that's not even ice boxes for spiders.
Yeah, I said cocoons, not eggs, so that's a good sign.
Is that how that works?
Well, spiders lay eggs and then cocoon their food.
At this point, I'm just always assuming that I'm cutting the stuff ahead of me, so unless I'm moving forward, it's being cut.
Okay.
I see this. I'm gonna stop.
That is currently what you see there is a cocoon.
Okay.
I'll shoot a quick bolt at it.
Bolt of what?
Just an arrow, magical arrow.
Bolt of killing.
Yeah.
Bolt
I'm
of
just shooting a magical bolt. Bolts are what the crossbow shoot bolts, not arrows.
Okay,
We've
so
killed this ally.
Charles, you're going to shoot the cocoon?
Yes, I'm shooting the cocoon.
Which one? There are 3.
The one that I can see.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an
Anything
attack.
happen?
Let me see how
Alright,
much
I
damage you
will roll
do.
an attack.
It strikes and thuds into something solid, and you can see red blood beginning to pour from the wound.
Red blood.
What if he was still alive?
Well, I guess
Let's
we need to investigate more now.
People don't bleed. So they were alive.
It's alright, if they were alive, we can just heal them.
I'll try to cut open the cocoon and see what's inside.
Why a gravely wounded woman falls out and plops on the ground in front of you, breathing
Oh, God.
raggedly
Please don't be
with
Nori.
a
Please don't be
newly
Nori.
added hole in her chest.
Oh god.
Please don't be Nori. Please don't
I'm.
be Nori.
She
Just
is
prepare.
wearing the insignia of the Worm Tribe.
Oh god. God damn it.
Charles, I am going to fuck you up.
I couldn't have known.
I cast Preserve Life. She can take up to 35 hit points to whatever her half is.
How many? It's only one failed death save if somebody shoots you when you're unconscious, right?
Yes.
Okay,
'Cause
that's
it has to be a melee to do the crit.
okay.
I can
Alright.
also give her 7 hit points from healing hands if that helps.
I can also cast Cure Wounds as a sorry.
So you see her gasp and begin stirring and coming to life, and she just looks at her and is like, and she starts freaking out and yanking the webs off of her, screaming, obviously terrified.
Settle. There.
You're gonna call more of those damn spiders. Hush it up.
A second here. How panicked is she looking?
Pretty panicked. I mean, she was just about, like, the last thing that she knew, she was going to be dinner for a bunch of spiders. still kind of scrambling away from you all.
Show her the amulet.
Yeah.
Is your name Nori?
She stops, looks towards you, Dandy, and gives you a nod.
All right. Wormblood said to show you this, and she pulls the amulet out from under her garb.
She seems to be
He said-
calming down a bit, looking at it.
He said you can go home.
The way home
We,
is safe for you now.
We slew
You mean
some of the.
he lived? He survived the spiders?
Yes.
He did. He was in the entrance of the temple before when we showed up.
Oh. Oh, thank the great worm. Thank you. Thank you. How do I get out of here? I was taken so far from here on the mountainside. I have no idea where I am.
Well, if you follow this path here and turn left, there'll be a friend of ours, a giant, and another creature there as well, and they can show you to the exit where another one of us
She
of our
begins
company is
reaching for a
waiting.
dagger at your friends with giants.
No,
Giant.
sorry.
Giant.
No. A giant, a unique giant. They work. They work with us.
This specific giant works for the Lords of Waterdeep.
They slay other giants.
He wears...
Brevina reaches and pulls his little credentials out and says, "I myself am a former member of the City Watch, so
Why do you show me paper? This means nothing to me.
I was just
I'll
showing
pull
how
out.
you knew him."
I'll pull out a ration pack and hold it out to her. I'm sure you must be hungry.
She nods and says, "It has been days since I've eaten." Takes
Well,
it.
there you are.
So your giant friend, he can show me the way out of here.
Yes.
That's right.
His name's
Well-
Harshnag.
He's aware of you. He's quite friendly.
He was with us when Wormblood gave us instructions about you.
In fact, he helped kill some of the cat tribe.
The cat tribe. I would just love to hear them I would love them to hear you call them that.
I won't lie, even Dandy kind of flinched.
All right. Okay.
Yes, the previous place where you and your tribe lived at has been liberated from those invaders.
Okay.
That is where the remnants of your tribe that were here are returning to.
All right. Let's go ahead and get a persuasion check. You can do so at advantage since you all have gone through such great lengths to prove your
Okay.
Who
trustfulness.
do you want to roll that?
Yeah, we'll let Brevin do it. He's been the one doing the talking.
There we go.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
Oh, look at that.
All right. Okay. So yeah, she calms fully. You see her nodding and understanding to the things that you're telling her, and then she will begin to make her way over to Harshnag.
I'll give her another 2 ration packs, like just in case you need some more food along your way back.
All right. She is very grateful.
Does she have a weapon before she goes?
Oh yeah, she has a dagger and an axe on her back.
Okay.
She is armed. Okay, off she
I
goes.
feel like we do appreciative nods at our axes before she runs off.
Nice.
Like nice axe.
Her axe is also very regular sized, in case anyone was wondering.
Are there any other cocoons that we see in here?
Yes, there are 2 more cocoons that Charles has not shot yet.
Let's
Oh my God.
open them up.
Mm-hmm.
I'll not shoot those ones.
Wyatt, the first one that you open up, a dried up husk of a goat comes falling out.
This one's really dead.
All right, Dandy will open the next one.
Okay. Dandy, you open it up, and there is the exsanguinated face of a hill dwarf.
If it can be zipped back up, she's gonna do it.
You just pinch the webs back together.
Nope, 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 nope.
Charles pulls out a fancy gadget and bends the cocoon back together.
Nice. it's like that slap seal.
I call it the cocoon sealer.
It's just like a medieval stapler.
That is exactly what it looks like.
Anything that looks like an axe?
Make an investigation check.
Oh boy. Womp womp.
Yeah, Dandy, you do not see anything. Searching throughout the room, it does look like there has not been any recent disturbances here in several days. There is no axe here.
Well,
Alright.
onward then.
Yep, we found someone important. Now we just have to figure out if there's anything else of importance here.
You know that feeling when you walk through a spider web and you do the flailing dance? That's how Dandy feels right now.
Hey, you got another fork in the road. Be ready.
I am wagering that one going south might connect to the one that we bypassed.
I agree with your wager.
So we just keep going north, right? Everybody just keep going right until we get out.
Wyatt, you see light. That is the mountainside that you can see out of. The wind blows in.
It's like an
West,
alternate entrance. by the
North
looks of
and
it.
west is very clearly a way out of this place and into the mountainside. And with that, Charles, as you were saying, be ready. You're looking around, keeping an eye on everything. Another group of spiders begins to exit from the walls. However, as you were all thoroughly prepared for this, how do you each take down a spider?
Hey.
Wyatt, we'll go
I
and
feel-
start. We'll go and start with Wyatt. Wyatt, how do you take the spider down that jumps out in front of you?
I catch it as its mandibles tries to close around my neck. I rip off the mandible and I stab it back in its own eye.
Fucking brutal. I love that. Okay. Dandy, a spider drops down from the ceiling towards you. What do you do?
Panic, swing upward, lightning, and steal with its thorax and just spill everything everywhere.
Just hear Dandy cry out, and all of a sudden it just smells like ozone, and there's two halves of burning spider on either side of her.
It touched me.
Charles, how do you take yours out?
Charles pulls out a spider repellent and watches the spider just corrodes away from the repellent.
Just sprays it. Single use.
And the
It's the stuff called Raid.
It's just like super potent acid, like it just like dissolves in front of him. Like
Brevin, one comes scurrying up the tunnel behind you, closing quickly. What do you do to kill it?
I'm just snap out my Rod of the Pack Keeper and a Parablast into two eye sockets.
Nice. Slides to a stop in front of Brevin, two hollow holes where its eyes were. Okay.
so we know that the northwest tunnel leads back out, so there's no point in going that way.
So it's either we just go south to confirm and that's it.
Yeah.
That's what I
just
would
keep
say,
going south.
assuming there's no other.
There's got to be another chamber somewhere with.
It's possible the axe is somewhere else. It doesn't have to be here. It's possible the
That-
only thing here was the lady.
That's true. That's true.
Well, and we do have the upstairs to explore as well. And on this side, then we also have the rooms
On the north
on
south
the other
side.
side of the complex.
The southern doors. Oh, we got another split. I'll wait as everybody catches up.
So south is unknown, but east is probably right back to where we came from.
So you want to
Do
keep heading
we
south?
want to? Do you want me to try to look? Do y'all want to wait here and me just run down that tunnel to make sure?
No,
that's where we
no,
Okay.
no.
I mean, I'm okay with it if you really just want to run.
Either that or we can just proceed south.
Luna will run ahead to check it out.
It does, in fact, reconnect to the tunnel that you all came from.
Okay.
Cool. So down?
Yeah, keep heading south.
I will admit, my only thought was I could see 120 feet away. This is what I was.
I just figured you could just turn into a bat and fly back.
Wait, I'm lost. Where's everybody?
Went down. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wyatt, as you approach this area, you can see that once again the webs begin to thicken and expand, leading towards the back of the chamber. Brevin, as you step into the room, you can see this massive, bloated arachnid in the back. Its hindquarters, its rear section distended and massively bloated. You can see many little eggs sitting around it. It releases a
Oh, no,
warning
Andy,
hiss in your direction.
Randy, you're
Charles,
not going
now
to
you
like
can
this.
shoot.
Can I shoot this one?
Shoot this.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna shoot it.
Charles, as you raise a weapon, you see all of the webbing around you that you have not cut through begin to vibrate violently. You see several spiders rushing at you from behind you,
What? Behind us?
emerging from the walls and the various crevices, all converging to protect their queen. A couple more appear along the side corridors. And we're going to roll initiative.
Well, we're in it now.
Spiders will have their own initiative for this one, with the exception of the big fat one in the back.
So all I gotta do is succeed in my sniping rolls, and I can potentially kill each one of them with one shot.
Found another dynamic lighting issue. Just 1 second. That giant rock in the middle should be deflecting line of sight. So Brevin, for continuity, will say that it started there, and as soon as it saw you, it skittered over behind the wall.
Okay.
Okay, Charles, you're up first.
Am I?
Are you? Oh, nope, sorry, I need to sort the initiative, my bad. Okay. These spiders get to go first. And the first thing that they're going to do is a couple of them are going to approach the first three, and it's going to be a web for Charles. Charles, there's a 22 to hit you.
Shield.
Shield, okay. The web splatters across the shield and drops to the ground as soon as it hits you. Wyatt, you have a web coming your way. That is only a 9 to hit you. Another one, Wyatt. The second is only an 8 to hit.
That also misses.
Two spiders in the rear are going to scurry across the ceiling. Check this one's range. 30 foot. Okay. Brevin, We have a bite coming your way.
Okay.
15 to hit you, Brevin.
15 meets my armor class.
10 piercing, and I need a con save from you, please.
Ooh, that's not good.
Brevin, you take 8 poison damage.
Oof.
Charles, the
Can't
next one
die,
tries
you're
to
already dead.
bite you. It's a 16, Charles.
Nope.
Okay. Okay. Does bring us to the queen in the back, who stays put. Wyatt.
Wyatt is going to cast Bless at 2nd level, blessing all of us except for Luna.
Okay.
Cool.
And then as his bonus action, he will invoke his Eldritch Maul as his black thorny tattoo extends his arm reach.
Nice. All right. Brevin.
Well, the first thing that's going to happen is as he gets bit, his eyes are just going to flare up in a amber color, and he's going to snarl, and he's going to utilize his form of dread
Okay.
as a bonus action. So it's 1d10 plus 6 temporary hit points. So 16 total temporary hit points. I'm
Nice,
gonna put
nice.
that here on my D&D Beyond thing. The second thing he is going to do after that, since that's just a thing, is on the one that bit him, he is going to reach out and grasp it, and let's roll some damage and see what I actually get on this thing.
Okay, Vampire Touch, 16 hits.
Okay, and I get to restore points to myself.
Nice. Okay, so 16 points.
So 60 points of damage, and I get plus 8.
That's handy.
Uh,
Though in his case, it's more he grabbed it, ripped into it with his fangs, and just sucked out some life from it.
oh, that's... Okay, Dandy, you're up.
Well, first she's going to shove Brevin the hell away from her. And then the spider directly above her, she is going to... First, she would rage!
Rage.
And... hit, please. Oh my gosh. +4, so D4. From Bless. Oh my gosh.
It's a hit.
Does a 16?
It does.
Okay, cool. Okay. So... damage plus lightning from Cecil. And then she's gonna do it all again.
That one goes down.
Oh yay! So I'm going to like jump over Charles and recklessly attack this one down here.
Oh, so
I
it's
see
like a
Wyatt's-
spinning swap
s-
move with her.
No, that's Wyatt, isn't it? That I
Yep,
jumped
that's Wyatt
over.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
I do not do that.
11 is not going to do it. Oh, 14. Reckless. Hits.
Yay! With yes, finally.
Nice. Good hit. Okay.
Is it possible for her to be on top of it, like when she ran up to it? Could she?
It
have,
is on the
like-
ceiling.
Oh,
Oh,
that's okay. That's totally fine. She just jabbing
and,
up at it.
Also, just bear in mind on her great axe hits, there's +2 to both of them.
18. Yeah.
The damage.
I wonder why it's not doing that. I have rage activated.
Yeah.
I do not know the workings of D&D Beyond.
No, it's fine.
I suppose I should start learning, but...
Oh, sorry. That was an accident. I'm sorry.
How dare.
I'm sorry.
All right, Charles, you're up. That's certainly hit.
Nice.
Nice. So 22 points.
Sorry, that's wrong. I forgot to turn modifiers
Oh, no
off.
sharpshooter.
Yeah, there's no sharpshooter, no hex as well.
Okay, so
No
just
laser
6.
archery. So yeah, it would be just 6.
Okay.
And again, take all of these off real quick.
Nice. Okay. Nice. That's a good hit.
Take burst of archery off. All right, and then Luna sport.
That's a hit. Down it goes.
Nice.
Hold on, Luna. Distract. As it like turns to face the next one. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Does bring us back around to the spooters. And Dandy, the one that you just struck, is going to take a bite at you. It's only an 11. Oh, we're reckless. 23 to hit.
Yep.
4 piercing, half down to 2, but I do need a constitution saving throw from you.
Yes. Con save.
Easy success. Good stuff. Okay. So you only take half of this. Okay. 6 poison.
Okay. I feel like she immediately like sucked it out and spat it back at him.
All right. Wyatt, it's a nat 1 to hit you. This one's coming for Luna. Ooh, it crits Luna. 9 piercing. And is Luna susceptible to poison damage? Charles?
He's immune to poison damage.
Okay, so no poison. Not even necessary to make a con save, but 9 piercing.
All right.
Okay. Brings us to the queen, who does nothing still. Wyatt.
Yep, White's gonna not step into it, but I mean I guess I could step into it, that's fine. Just going to hit Southern Nice
Hit.
1. 25, 30, 32.
Yeah, it dies.
Oh. I guess that's fine. Is it the same one that I hit, or just any one?
Level 10 on that necrotic damage roll though.
Yeah.
You can attempt to grapple target. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll do it. I'm just gonna run up, and I'm gonna hug this one
Okay.
as a bonus action.
Okay. It can't beat that.
Hugs, not drugs, kids. That's why it's turn.
Okay. It doesn't take damage yet, right?
Not till my turn. Yeah.
Okay. Brevin, you're up.
Given the fact that I figure Charles and Luna have that one kind of handled, and the fact this thing did just try to bite Dandy, Brevin's going to skip up here, very much like said spider with his spider climb ability. And since since Vampiric Touch is concentration for up to a minute, I'm just going to use that again.
Nice. Hey, I've been using Vampiric Touch wrong. It's concentration up to a minute.
I also get to bless on it, so let me throw it. Up to a minute.
Wow.
And let me toss that bless on top of it.
I've been using that spell incorrectly. That's a hit.
Yeah, it can last for up to a minute. It's just there's been times where I've used it, but then I haven't had anyone enough.
Right. I have a NPC in my Frostmaiden game that uses Vampiric Touch, and I just thought it was a one-off. All right, go and roll up that damage.
12 damage.
Just enough.
And if we go to healing, so So, okay, my hit points looking pretty good at the moment. And I think that's all I can really do at the moment, considering how big these squares are to move. I cannot get to that thing.
Okay,
Lucky
Andy.
just a tiny bit down here, but that's it. Okay, that's it.
Alright, Dandy is going to try and get to the... Hold on to see how far I can actually go here.
Get to the mother of all spiders.
I can totally do this. Okay. Oh! Okay.
Dandy, as you approach, that massive spider is sitting atop a cluster of what looks like several dozen eggs, each one about the size of a grapefruit. She is hissing at you, standing over them protectively, swiping at you with mandibles in her front legs as you approach.
Lightning of javelin, please. Javelin lightning, please.
Okay.
Nice.
Ugh. Are you kidding?
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no!
So,
at
uh,
your bless.
And that
Will
one's
that
auto
even
miss.
help?
That one is an auto miss.
now,
Unfortunate.
so the actual spear hit misses, but the lightning damage along the path would still hit.
Okay.
So still have to make the DC.
Yeah. The creature. So the creature that she was originally aiming at will not take any damage, but any creature before that creature would take damage. So if those eggs are before her, then
She
they
is
would take
on
damage.
top of them.
Okay, well then I guess no damage. Rip. Unless there's anything in front.
Well, Danny's going in to get her axe. She's gonna run in. Her get her javelin. She's running in with her axe.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Ugh. And we're hitting. And we're hitting. And we're hitting.
21's a hit.
Yeah.
Ugh. And can I use my Cecil?
What?
The lightning from the Cecil? I didn't use it on the last
Yes.
one. So 15 altogether.
Two more
It shrieks at you,
negatives.
Dandy, and is very clearly trying to put itself between you and its eggs.
Can I get my javelin next this turn or next turn? You think?
I would say it's on the wall behind it, so you've got to get at least to the wall behind it to do that.
Oh, I'm doing it. Just you wait.
Yep. All right, Charles.
All right. Seeing everyone else move ahead. I'm gonna be like, Luna, intercept, don't let them pass. And I'm actually going to move down. Okay, how to remember? This movement is really messed up here. 5.
+2 from range.
10,
Got it.
Sorry.
15, 20, 25.
Leaving Luna to handle the last one.
30. I still don't see the big one.
Yeah, you'll have to make the corner around that to see it.
Right.
It takes
I'll
up
use
an entire square if that helps you.
I'll use my once per day Misty Step to go over here, just so I can see it. There we go. And we're gonna start hitting this thing. And that's gonna be taking the dodge action.
Hit. That second one is not.
One does not. -5 on the first shot for. I just forgot to put the modifiers back on.
Okay, that's still a hit.
Sharpshooter. Yeah.
Okay, only 15.
That'll be my turn.
Okay.
Wait, rolling 1 + 2. How does it keep getting messed up? Oh, I swear, if this macro annoys me. I will re-roll that d10. So it's actually 9.
So another 8.
So it should be intelligence as well. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage is what it should be on the bottom one. So it should be a total of 25.
So another 10. Got it.
Yeah. I don't know how I used to doing
Okay.
that stuff like that.
One up there by. I'm sorry. Anything else from Charles?
No, that's it.
Okay. One up by Luna is gonna try and bite it. Misses. Brings us to the Queen, who is still. It looks very bad off. It is most certainly badly wounded, but it is going to continue defending its eggs. Dandy, it is. Oh, a crit on the first attack, but only a 9 on the second. 12 piercing and a con save, please.
Well, piercing and a con save.
Okay, that is a success. You take 5 poison damage.
Okay.
Bring us back to Wyatt.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm just gonna reach out because Eldritch Maul is still activated and touch the Queen.
That's it. Wyatt, the Queen rears up from that attack, screeching as it does, falling backwards into the vacant space behind it, exposing all of those egg sacs. As the giant spider queen falls back, all of the egg sacs explode, bursting forth with hundreds, if not thousands, of tiny spiders.
Sean.
I'm sorry, that's why I asked. I'm like, it's only gonna get worse, Ace. I'm sorry.
This is so good.
Ooh.
Okay.
Does it burst on at the end of my turn or still
It bursts the instant the Spider Queen dies.
Yes. I would like to roll in one of these soft movable beds. I don't even know because are they considered swarms?
They are swarms, yes.
Yeah, I don't think I can grapple them.
Yeah, they are in fact immune to the grapple condition.
Yeah. I just like jump into the swarm, expecting them to carry me to victory.
Okay. So if they're touching you, they take the damage on your turn?
Yeah, at the start of my turn.
Okay, got it. So if you are in the midst of a swarm, I will say that will work just fine.
Okay.
So just go ahead and jump into one of those guys.
Yeah, Macho Man Red is savage. Oh.
Oh God. This is fine.
This is fine.
Jeez.
That's why I was hoping it was going to last just a little bit longer.
Yeah. If I ask you like, hey, is this an okay thing? You can assume it's only going to get worse from there. I'm very sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not
Okay.
crying. You're crying.
Is this the dog in the burning house? Everything's fine.
Okay. Brevin, you're up.
Okay, sticking up here on the wall that I'm on, I'm going to move a little bit here so I can actually see what's happening. I'm going to drop my concentration on Vampiric Touch, and I need Let me make sure I'm reading it correctly. Okay, I need a 10-foot radius circle to try to aim to see how many of these little ones back here against the back wall I can get. Because I'm about to throw a shatter spell at them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Dandy probably doesn't mind being right in the middle of that either.
No, please knock my ass out.
But I know the one closest I won't be able to get, but I think I can get all 3 of those. because it's 10 foot from the center of it.
So 4x4, right? So it's the size of one of these big squares.
Okay, and I think I can center it kind of back here at least a little bit. Yeah.
Cool.
Perfect. So,
Okay, so con saves from the 3 of them, right?
yes, con save of 16.
Got it. For how much damage?
It should be coming through here in a second.
22. Look at that. They all fail. And all die.
So there's just a stomach. There's a sudden shriek of noise from there, like a howl like the howl of the wind in a graveyard, just amplified, and just goes off and takes them out.
All of them
That is my turn.
splatter all over the place.
And I believe that is my turn.
Dandy?
Yeah, there's still one left.
Dandy is literally
It does sound like
Literally
popcorn being microwaved, all the pops.
Just gonna walk very slowly, soundlessly back here to her javelin, hold it, and sit down against the wall. That is her turn.
This is a very bad day for Dandy. Charles. Charles?
All right. So, Charles will go into his nifty little bag of fancy stuff, pull out a nice little spray bottle, hook it into his crossbow as a little attachment, and start spraying down at the spiders as he attacks. Get out of here, you stupid spiders!
Those are both gonna hit.
Nice.
That does in fact take them out.
Spider repellent. It's super
Wyatt's just
effective.
rolling around in them. Charles is just spraying.
And then Luna's going to attack the other spider.
That is a hit. And 13 is close enough. It will go down.
Luna, come. Good girl, Luna.
All right, everyone. The nest is clear.
I'll cast Mending to heal Luna. You doing okay over there, Dandy? Do you need assistance? Charles reaches into his bag and pulls out a small pill. Here, take this. It'll take your fear away.
I hope it's a Xanax.
As you take it, everything seems to seem so amazing around you as you realize you just took a drug.
It's calm emotions in a pill.
Oh, okay, because the way he was describing it, I was like, did he just give her Molly? That's the last thing.
Oh god, in a spider pit. No thank you.
Like some LSD or something.
Ah, nightmare fuel right there. Just close spaces.
Fear nobody in
Goodbye.
Las Vegas.
Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.
It's okay. Side effects may include, well, we don't get into that right now.
All right, everyone. So we're going to go ahead and call it a session here. When we come back next week, you can see if there is any loot or anything worth anything of value here in this nest. Spoiler alert, there is. May or may not be what you're looking for, but one way or another, we will find out when we come back next week.